नमस्कार, बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने चैनल KFCS पर। तो गाइस आज बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट वर्ल्ड कप शुरू हो चुका है। वर्ल्ड कप के बारे में बातचीत है और आज से KFCS पे देखेंगे कि आपको एक अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग प्रीव्यू देखने को मिलेगा जो कि आपको बताएंगे कि कौन सा मैच बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होगा, कौन से मैचेस आपको देखने हैं और कौन सा मैच हाई स्कोरिंग होगा। इसके बारे में पूरी बातचीत करेंगे और बहुत मज़ा आने वाला है गाइस। आई होप आप लोग मेरे साथ रहेंगे। और सबसे अच्छी चीज़ जो मेरे को अच्छा लगता है कि जब आप क्वेश्चंस करते हैं कमेंट सेक्शन में, तो वो चीज़ बहुत अच्छी होती है। तो शुरुआत करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे अपने स्टार बैट्समैन ऋषभ पंत, जिनके बर्थडे है उनके बारे में थोड़ी बातचीत करेंगे। तो जब ये नाम आता है, याद आता है ऋषभ पंत, सो जितने भी इंडियंस हैं, जितने भी क्रिकेट फॉलोवर्स हैं, उनका दिमाग में वो एक्सीडेंट ज़रूर घूम रहा होगा, क्योंकि ऋषभ पंत का जो एक्सीडेंट था वो बहुत ही दर्दनाक था। वो एक ऐसा सिचुएशन था जिसमें कि ह्यूमन का जो एक माइंडसेट होता है वो स्ट्रॉन्ग होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, जो कि ऋषभ पंत हैं। और वो एक ऐसा केस था जिसमें कि शायद वो बच भी नहीं पाते। कार का ब्लास्ट होना, कार जिस तरह से हुई और जिस तरह से उन्होंने अपने आप को सँभाला, उस सिचुएशन से बाहर निकले, रिहैब किया और अपने को जिस तरह से फिट किया इस 6 से 7 महीने में, तो मैं समझता हूँ कि वो काबिल तारीफ़ है। और उनका फ़िटनेस जो है वो खुशी की खबर है उन सभी क्रिकेट फॉलोवर्स के लिए जो क्रिकेट को फॉलो करते हैं। और अभी इस वक्त अगर इस टाइम पे जो भारतीय टीम वर्ल्ड कप की प्रिपरेशन कर रही है, अब 8 तारीख से वर्ल्ड कप खेलने वाले हैं। इस टीम में श्योर शॉट ऋषभ पंत होते, नंबर 4 पे, 4 या 5 पे खेल रहे होते। और एक लेफ्ट हैंड बैट्समैन भी हमें मिल जाता है, एक एग्रेसिव बैट्समैन। बट यस, ऋषभ पंत अब जो है आने वाले हो सकता है मे बी आप साउथ अफ्रीका टूर या फिर जब इंग्लैंड इंडिया टूर करेगी तब देखने को मिलेगा। तो ऋषभ पंत की अगर थोड़ी बात करें तो काफ़ी जुझारू क्रिकेटर रहे हैं। अगर मैं कहूँ उनका करियर जो है काफ़ी उतार-चढ़ाव रहा है उनके करियर में, बट जितने भी उतार-चढ़ाव रहे हैं, कहते हैं एक माइंडसेट, स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंडसेट वाला बंदा होना चाहिए। तो स्ट्रॉन्ग माइंडसेट का जो एग्ज़ाम्पल है वो ऋषभ पंत ने दिया कि एक बंदे का अगर माइंडसेट अच्छा हो और अगर कुछ करने की काबिलियत हो, तो प्रॉब्लम्स कितनी भी क्यों ना हो, आप आगे आ सकते हैं। तो ये ऋषभ पंत की लाइफ से हम सीख सकते हैं। सो आई गेस बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए वो प्रेरणा है ऋषभ पंत, उन सभी यंग क्रिकेटर्स के लिए जो कि काफ़ी यंग क्रिकेटर्स जो इंडिया में खेल नहीं पाते हैं रिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ फॉर्म की वजह से जो है उन्हें टीम से बाहर कर दिया जाता है। लेकिन किस तरह से आप अपने को कैपेबल बनाते हैं, किस तरह से अपनी कैपेबिलिटी को शो करते हैं, ये दर्शाता है। और यही चीज़ है जो कि इस खिलाड़ी को ख़ास बनाती है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ऋषभ पंत का जो है ये करियर बहुत ही उतार-चढ़ाव वाला रहा है, लेकिन इस उतार-चढ़ाव वाले करियर में जो ऋषभ पंत ने अ, रिकॉर्ड्स बनाए, वो काबिल-ए-तारीफ़ है, जिस चीज़ को आप कभी नहीं भूल सकते। आप चाहे चाह के भी नहीं भूल पाएँगे। अगर मैं बात करूँ विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन की, तो विकेट कीपिंग में इन्होंने अच्छे रिकॉर्ड्स कायम किए। अगर बात करूँ तो एक टेस्ट मैच में सबसे ज़्यादा डिसमिसल का रिकॉर्ड वो ऋषभ पंत के नाम रहा। अपनी इनिंग्स को छक्के से स्टार्ट करने वाले इकलौते इंडियन बैट्समैन बने टेस्ट मैच में। और उसके बाद 2 सेंचुरीज़ आई इनकी इंग्लैंड में, 1 साउथ अफ्रीका में, 1 ऑस्ट्रेलिया में। और ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कुछ इम्पैक्टफुल इनिंग्स भी आई। तो कुल मिला के इन्होंने 5 शतक लगाए, जिसमें से 4 इनकी बाहर थी सेना कंट्रीज़ में और 1 शतक इन्होंने इंडिया में लगाया। इसमें 90s भी थे। और ऋषभ पंत की बात करें तो उन्होंने उन लम्हों को कैद किया है भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम में, या फिर अगर जो भी लोग क्रिकेट को फॉलो करते हैं उनके दिलों में वो इनिंग्स होगी। अगर हम बात करें गाबा की, गाबा में जहाँ पे ऑस्ट्रेलिया अनडिफिटेबल है, जिसमें दुनिया को कोई कंट्री नहीं हरा सकी आज तक ऑस्ट्रेलिया को गाबा में, वहाँ पे इंडिया ने हराया। और वहाँ पे ऋषभ पंत का जो नॉक था बहुत ही स्पेशल था। सिडनी में जब टेस्ट को ड्रॉ कराने का टाइम आया था, उस वक्त ऋषभ पंत बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम में थे। उन्होंने इंजेक्शन लिया शाम को और अगले दिन एक बेहतरीन पारी खेलते 92 रन्स की। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि उन्होंने वो अ, सब कुछ जो है अचीव किया है अपनी क्रिकेटिंग करियर में, और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है। और ऋषभ पंत का अगर मैं इनिशियल फेजेस की बात करूँ, जब उन्होंने इंडिया के लिए डेब्यू किया था, काफ़ी कुछ सहना पड़ा उन्हें। ऑफ कोर्स अगर मैं बात करूँ तो जब अ, धोनी का टाइम था, जब तक धोनी रिटायर नहीं हुए थे 2020 तक, तो बीच में क्या हुआ कि धोनी ने वर्ल्ड कप के बाद बीच में 5-6 महीने नहीं खेले थे। तो जब भी स्टंपिंग मिस होती थी तो यही ऑडियंस थी जो धोनी 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 चैंटिंग करते थे। तो ये एक ऐसा लम्हा होता है क्रिकेट के करियर में जिसमें बंदा या तो डिमोटिवेट होता है या तो कुछ कर गुजरता है। बट ऋषभ पंत के साथ ये हुआ, वो डीमोटिवेट नहीं हुए, उन्होंने अपने को इम्प्रूव किया विकेट कीपिंग स्किल्स में। कहीं न कहीं विकेट उनके विकेट कीपिंग स्किल्स में धोनी का हाथ था। और जिस तरह से उन्होंने विकेट कीपिंग में अपने को इम्प्रूव किया, फिर धीरे-धीरे जब वो अच्छे बल्लेबाज बने, तो आज वो एक ऐसे बल्लेबाज बन चुके हैं कि अब आप कह सकते हैं कि उनमें वो बात थी सहवाग जैसी, जैसे जब सहवाग खेला करते थे, तो अपोनेंट ये सोचते थे कि हमें कब डिक्लेयर करना है और डिक्लेयर कितने पे करना चाहिए, क्योंकि सामने सहवाग है। तो वही आजकल ऋषभ पंत एक एग्ज़ाम्पल बन चुके हैं टेस्ट मैचेस में, कि जब भी ऋषभ पंत खेलते हैं तो अपोनेंट सोचती है कि कितने रन्स पे हमें डिक्लेरेशन देना चाहिए, कितने पे खेलना चाहिए। और यही इम्पैक्ट है जो कि ऋषभ पंत को बहुत ही स्पेशल बनाती है। और जो स्पेशल खिलाड़ी होते हैं उनमें यही खासियत होती है कि वो अपने सारे इनिंग्स तो बड़े नहीं खेल पाते, लेकिन जितनी इनिंग्स खेलते हैं वो लोगों के दिमाग में छपे हुए होते हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये एक ऐसा लम्हा था ऋषभ पंत के लिए जो कि सबसे यादगार होगा। और ऐसा बहुत रेयरेस्ट होता है किसी करियर में कि आप ऐसी इनिंग्स 5-6 सेंचुरीज़ ऐसी लगा दें जिसमें मैक्स टू मैक्स आपने सेना कंट्रीज़ में, न्यूज़ीलैंड को छोड़ दो तो मैं साउथ अफ्रीका में 1 शतक है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में 1 शतक है, 2 इंग्लैंड में शतक आ चुका है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ऋषभ पंत का करियर काफ़ी अच्छा रहा है, और आगे अगर इंजरीज़ नहीं होती है तो मैं समझता हूँ एक सक्सेसफुल करियर की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं। और आने वाले टाइम में मैं कह सकता हूँ कि एक बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल क्रिकेटर हो सकते हैं। देखना होगा कि किस तरह से अब इंडियन टीम उनका इस्तेमाल करती है। अ, नो डाउट टेस्ट में वो श्योर शॉट एक बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज है, विश्व के शानदार बल्लेबाज है, नंबर 3 उनका रैंक था एक टाइम पे। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि टेस्ट मैच में उनसे उनसे अ, ऊपर कोई नहीं है। मेरे को ऐसा लगता है जब वो आएँगे तो ज़रूर इस पे बातचीत होगी। तो हमारे साथ है राहुल भैया। So welcome Rahul, how are
Hi
you?
Kunal, hi.
Yeah, so now World Cup is starting with KFCS. So World Cup hangover will start from today. And before World Cup, let's talk about birthday boy Rishabh Pant. So when it comes to Rishabh Pant, we always talk about the records. I think you are agree with my statement, Rahul, that there are very few players who have good record in overseas in initial career. Means in initial career, when we see a cricket career of a particular player, they always try to hit centuries and good innings in home condition. Then in others, they have very few centuries. But in Rishabh Pant case, he is different from others. He have made all and each and everything. I think in his career he have made out of six, 5 centuries out of India.
Yeah, it's amazing what Rishabh Pant has done, especially because when we consider his style of play when he came in, we thought there is no way Rishabh Pant will be able to play Test cricket and grind out centuries. We had a similar impression of Rishabh Pant that we did when MS Dhoni started his career. Like,
Yeah,
who the hell is this guy? He's coming here and just crazily hitting the ball like anything. Rishabh Pant also had that kind of an impression, and people thought he won't be able to adjust his game to Test cricket. Even I thought so, frankly speaking. But he has managed to do it. Yeah, he may not be your traditional Test cricket type of player, but his method was able to get him runs in Test cricket, and at the end of the day, that is it. Doesn't matter how you do it; it's about doing it, in my opinion. And Rishabh Pant has played a lot of impactful innings overseas and at home as well, especially last 2 years. If you see the last 2 years, which is his prime, His prime has coincided with a time when India's top order was struggling to score runs. So that's what makes it all the more special. This Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, Rahul, when we talk about Rishabh Pant, I think he is similar type of batsman like Sehwag. Because when Sehwag was playing, opponent think about declaration that when which score is better when Sehwag is playing. So same type of impact is from Rishabh Pant. We have seen from England also when England came to India, they thought that if Rishabh Pant is there, how much score we should pick so that we can declare the innings and win the match. So that was the type of impact on opposition that Rishabh Pant is playing. So how much you have to declare, they have to think about that. Don't you think, Rahul, this is a bigger impact in earlier age of the cricket? In earlier age, you are giving such an
Yeah, this is
impact
a
to
huge
opponent.
impact to have mm, at a very early age. Rishabh Pant has been a savior for India in Test cricket for last 2 years. Almost every series you have seen since that 2021 innings at the Gabba, almost every series where India has been under the pump, been in a pressure situation, Rishabh Pant has come in and taken India out of trouble. And he has a very fearless attitude, a fearless way of doing it. I hope Rishabh Pant will be the same player when he comes back from this injury. It was very unfortunate that the way he got injured and went out of action in cricket, the car accident. Hope he will come back and he will be the same player that he was before.
Yeah, actually, if we talk about Rishabh Pant injury also, I thought about the Delhi Capitals camp also. At the same time, he has some issues with his knee. Already in his career, he has issues with his knee. And when he was come back in Delhi Capitals after that injury, I think it was 2 matches rest. So Rishabh Pant is not no change in his batting temperament. I guess if you are a good wicket keeper, and I think Rishabh Pant will not be think like means you will see suddenly the Rishabh Pant is playing like defensive cricket. I don't think so. I think when Rishabh Pant will come back in Test cricket, he will play his natural game. In fact, Rahul, if we see Rishabh Pant, he has made a Test cricket more entertaining for Indian viewers too. That yes, Rishabh is coming. So day 4, day 5 will be interesting.
Yes, absolutely. And even otherwise, in fact, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you a story I would actually saw. I think 1.5 years ago, India and Sri Lanka were playing the ping pong test at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. That was my first time going for a live cricket match, and I went for day one and day two. And both day one and day two, India had a top order collapse, and Rishabh Pant came into bat and he scored a 50. Both the innings of Rishabh Pant were very exciting to see. I was very happy to see Rishabh Pant go and watch Rishabh Pant live. Definitely fond memories of that match. Especially the first innings, I think when India lost a lot of early wickets, Rishabh Pant, I think the third or fourth ball that he faced, he came down the pitch and hit a four. That was amazing to see that fearless attitude.
Yes, of course. But Rahul, when we talk about this player, his intent of playing and aggressive mindset, do you think, Rahul, that now after Rohit Sharma captaincy means, I guess after this World Cup, Rohit will left over from his captaincy of ODI also. Do you think in under the Hardik Pandya captaincy, Pant will be utilized more better under Hardik Pandya?
Perhaps we will. Let's see if a big question and there is, let's see if Hardik Pandya utilizes himself well as a captain. That is going to be an even mm,
Because in this
bigger thing. But
statement,
I think Rishabh Pant will definitely have a role to play under regardless of who is the captain going forward, because we've been talking a lot about the need of a left-handed batsman. Ishan Kishan is there, but I don't see him having the same impact as Rishabh Pant, in my opinion.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
So
if you
I
look at our middle order right now, it's very right-hander heavy. Rishabh Pant is the left-hander who can provide that balance to you, and I think he's a better middle order batsman than Ishan Kishan.
Yeah, I think it is better than Ishan Kishan, of course. So Rahul, how you see Rishabh Pant in T20 format? Well, if we talk about one, two, three formats, I think Rishabh Pant is coming from T20 background. After that, he have getting chance, and it was really rarest for a player that he is good in Test match, but not good in T20 circuit for a team. It is very rare.
I wouldn't say it's very rare, but because certain players, you will always have certain players who are better at one format than the other. So I don't think it's accurate to say that it's being better at tests is strange, because there will always be players who are more suited for test cricket and who can't play the T20 format. Not everybody, even in this day and age, can be a player who will be able to hit from ball one. You need, even in T20, you need anchors as well. Sometimes, if you have too many anchors, then you have to designate some for test cricket and ODI cricket. These things happen.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Rahul, your favorite innings means if I talk about one of the best innings from Rishabh Pant in any format, which one is there for you?
I think there is a clear winner here. The Gaba innings. The innings at the Gaba series tied 1-1, 300 to win on day 5. And in the last session, 140 runs to win, 140 odd to win. And Rishabh Pant really stepped up and played a match winning innings for India and gave us that memorable series win. Pujara and Gill played their parts in that match, but it was Rishabh Pant who really took it home in the final session and took it to the Aussies. And winning that too at the Gabba. No team had defeated Australia at the Gabba for 33 years in a test match. And Rishabh Pant helped India finally breach that fortress. That knock really trumps over everything else, to be frank.
Yeah, for me, my favorite innings is one and only Test match where Bumrah was captain, and India was already, I think, 110 for five. And on that day, Rishabh Pant played whole session and he made 146. He smashes Jack Leach. So I think Rahul, when Rishabh Pant will back to England Test match, I think Jack Leach will remember the name again. That this is a Rishabh Pant who is going to smash me.
Yes, that's going to be a very interesting contest, in my opinion. I think Rishabh Pant Jack, will already be in Jack Leach's head, and
Jack Leach,
perhaps
Nathan Lyon.
England will face some baseball. They'll have a taste of their own medicine. We'll get to see that.
Yeah. And if we talk about Australia also, I think Australia remember this name always. Name is Rishabh Pant because of GABA impact.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think Team Payne also remember his name because of his comment of babysitter. So, so many interesting things. But yes,
Well, to be
don't.
frank, we also remember it because if you remember in the test before the GABA test in Sydney, Tim Payne told Ashwin, "See you at the GABA."
Yeah,
So
so that was a great reply from all the players. Shardul Thakur played well, then Shubman Gill played well, then Pujara, and what a finish from Rishabh Pant. Actually, Rahul, we want a good finisher in India after MS Dhoni, and I think Rishabh Pant is that one who can finish matches for you. I guess.
absolutely, and I think him and Pandya will form a very good combination, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
Jadeja, Pandya, and Rishabh Pant is a means aggressive cricketer. So overall, I think a good career for Rishabh Pant, and hopeful that he will come back and make a great impact. So now let's focus into the World Cup. So what is the World Cup? So tomorrow, good game. England versus New Zealand. Already they have played four matches ODI series. So I guess they have a good practice without Kane Williamson, especially if we talk about New Zealand team. They are. good practice without Kane Williamson. But first of all, let's talk about the pitch report. Rahul, when we talk about the pitch report of this Ahmedabad, they have 15 pitches, in which 7 pitches are red soil, 8 pitches are black soil. What the difference between them is in black soil you have so many bounces is there, and as compared to black soil, red soil is very low bounce, but fasters always enjoy in this wicket. Spinners got some wickets in middle overs, but uh, fast bowlers definitely enjoy. So I guess this is the type of wicket where you can see a score between 250 to 290 or 300 between this in this World Cup, 250 to 300 between this times overall in this pitch report according to him. So I guess score will be between 250 to 300. But if New Zealand or England has good finishers who can finish the match quickly. So you can say that 320, 325 is possible.
Yes, it's very much possible. Actually, we were on Bhavesh's show previously, and I actually gave very bold predictions for England because I didn't hear about this pitch report. But assuming Ahmedabad will be a mostly flat wicket, I feel England might be able to score 380, 390, and New Zealand in response 320 to 330 runs. I feel this is going to be a high scoring match, in my opinion.
Yeah, but now let's talk about New Zealand team, of course, playing 11. So in practice matches, what we have seen that Young is playing, Ravindra is playing with Devon Conway. But again, Rahul, problem is that for New Zealand team, that if they drop Young, then they can't be rely with Ravender because they have given only one matches, and on the basis of one matches you can't put a opening combination out of that context, because we see in the Bangladesh series also Will Young has uh, good series, 150 in 3 matches, and that was the half century against good spin attack. I guess Bangladesh is a good spin attack in especially in Asian conditions. Bangladesh
Yes,
has good spin attack.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Will Young has to open the batting. He's been opening the batting regularly with Conway and all in regular matches, so you can't suddenly change that now because of a one practice match.
It is almost confirmed that Kane Williamson is not going to play the first game, so automatically number 3 will be Chapman. There is no doubt in that. When Kane Williamson will come, Chapman will be out of that context. Now it comes to number 4, Rahul. It is not going to happen certain that yes, Daryl Mitchell will always play. It depends on conditions also. Suppose Team Latham is a captain and he is thinking that yes, this is a time. Suppose openers got out, both the openers got out suddenly, or 0 for 1 is the case. Do you think they will bring Daryl Mitchell? Because Daryl Mitchell is not your defensive type of batsman. He's a type of batsman who can play straight batted shot. Means he's going to play the shots in regular intervals. I guess in that time, Tom Latham batting order may vary according to condition. I guess. What do you think?
Mm, yeah, definitely it might vary, but Daryl Mitchell is at number 4 for a reason. Maybe they don't want him to face the new ball, get exposed to the new ball much. So number 4 makes complete sense for Daryl Mitchell. I would definitely go for Mark Chapman because I think it's slightly out of the box thinking from New Zealand. Maybe they can tell Chapman to go have a bash and
Yeah,
throw the England bowlers off of their lines. It would be a little bit of a surprise for the English bowlers. So because they have not seen much of Mark Chapman, to be honest. Chapman, he showed his abilities in the series against Pakistan in the last 2 matches. Mm, he can definitely show surprise England as well in this series. So if, with Kane Williamson not there, I would definitely have Mark Chapman at number 3, and I would put Daryl Mitchell number 4, Tom Latham number 5, and Glenn Phillips at number 6. Then Number 7 will be Mitchell Santner or Rachin Ravindra.
Yes, of course.
Then I would
So,
take then bowlers will be Ish Sodhi, Tim Southey, Trent Bolt, and Lockie Ferguson.
do you think Team Saudi is fit? I guess they will not take a risk on Team Saudi. I guess.
If Tim Southey does not play, it'll be Matt Henry in his place.
Yeah, Matt Henry. Yeah. So overall, I think this New Zealand team is quite balanced. Well, I think it is dependent. They are much dependent on uh, Tom Latham because Tom Latham has to perform and he has good stats in India. Especially Tom Latham has good stats in India. So I guess Tom Latham is going to big in this series. But Rahul, what about Glenn Phillips? Means suppose every team has that type of batsman who is a good aggressive batsman. So it is up to the team that how they utilize such type of player. So Rahul, what is a good number for Glenn Phillips according to situation? Suppose that openers are in a firing mood. Okay, do you think that in that place there's only 10 or 15 overs is remaining? You go with Latham or Glenn Phillips?
I
This is
would
the situation.
definitely mm, choose Glenn Phillips. We have to be a little bit mindful that Tom Latham is a better play option in if there is a collapse and New Zealand has lost a lot of wickets, then in those cases he can solidify the innings. He can try to resurrect the innings for New Zealand, and also on difficult pitches to bat on, where Tom Latham is very good at those, like the turning wickets. Tom Latham is very good at those pitches, but if you're in a good position, you've not lost many wickets, and then there are 10 or 15 overs to have a blast, I would definitely prefer Glenn Phillips. Of course, nothing is etched in stone. Sometimes you do have to shuffle a little bit according to the situation, or what the situation demands. But that would be a very rare situation where New Zealand go only one wicket or two wickets down into the 35th over. If we're talking about that, very few teams will go into the 35th over with that kind of a situation. In my opinion,
Yeah. Okay.
that would be a fantastic best case scenario.
Yeah. So Rahul, if it when we are talking about the pitch report, there was something for spinners also in middle overs. So if we talk about the spin option, they have is Sodi, Michelle Santner, and third bowling option. If you want something that you want one more spinner, then I think Glenn Phillips is there to balance for you if required. Suppose if there is something in a pitch and England is doing some collapse against spinners, so I guess Glenn Phillips will there to bowl. So while this is very rare case that Glenn Phillips is going to bowl tomorrow, I guess fast bowlers and spinners have equal impact. So Rahul, how this New Zealand team playing 11 looks like? Do you think it will be a good contest between England and New Zealand? New Zealand will keep a tight fight to this team.
Yes, definitely. England is going to be without Ben Stokes, so they that is a huge plus for New Zealand, in my opinion. Not having to face an English team with Ben Stokes, but even with Ben Stokes, I feel New Zealand can be very competitive in this match. I think they have a 40% chance of winning.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's come to the England team. And if we talk about the opening combination, there's no change. David Milan and Barstow is opening. But Rahul, if we talk about Johnny Barstow, not a great series against New Zealand. Only 150 in those four matches. So, what is the expectation from you, Rahul? I guess when Jason Roy and Barstow were opening, that was different. And playing in World Cup with a different opening combination is another challenge because I don't think Rahul that David Milan is an aggressive batsman. He's Conway type of batsman, means who is going to settle first few balls and then goes to attack. So, how is the challenging for Johnny Barristo to make a balance. I guess he likes Jason Roy because both are aggressive type of batsmen.
Mm, yeah, he is a very aggressive type of batsman. I'm sure he will find his form as this World Cup goes along, even if it's not in this match against New Zealand. And there are a couple of venues where he has played some memorable innings. Mm, for example, in 2017 series, scored 56 of 64 against India yeah, at Eden Gardens. This tournament, England is going to play Pakistan in Eden Gardens, and in Pune, where England is going to play Netherlands. If you remember, during the COVID time, there were all the matches were played in Pune, all the three ODIs, and Bairstow scored 94 of 66 in the first ODI, 124 of 112 in the second ODI. And Pune is where they're going to play Netherlands. So he's done well in two of these World Cup venues where England is going to play World Cup matches.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how Barristo and Milan is going to play now. Come back to number three, of course, Joe Root. So Rahul, what is your suggestion for Joe Root? As Joe Root has not a good from bat. If we talk about previous 10 matches of Joe Root is not looking Joe Root type of batsman that we knows that he is a great batsman. But I think Rahul Joe Root has been picked in the World Cup because of his records, because of his ability to play spin. So do you think Rahul that Joe Root should play pretty aggressive because it is possibility that you have to play in first power play means during first power play only two players is outside the circle. So do you think Rahul this is a good time for him to in first 10 overs if Joe Root gets a batting? I think Joe Root should play a little bit aggressive means cover drive, straight drive means that gives you some confidence. Defensive type of technique will definitely bind Root for a dismissal. Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. And even when he was in form, his natural game is to play fairly aggressive. He plays his shots. He may not be a Glenn Maxwell who will do reverse sweeps often, or come out of the crease to hit sixers, but he'll play his shots. He'll play along the ground. He'll look for boundaries. He'll look for the singles. He'll try to rotate the strike. So he's not totally a test player, in my opinion. And if you look at his World Cup record, he has a great record in World Cups and a great record in India. He scored three half centuries in India from six innings at an average of 59. In World Cup, he's got three half centuries and three centuries. Average is 54.14. So I can expect Joe Root to somehow come back in this World Cup and do well for England. I'm expecting it.
Well, I am also expecting that Joe Root can be in the top 10 batsmen because of his ability to play spin in a better manner. That will definitely help him to score runs. And you are number three batsman. If you talk about Fab 4, Fab 5, you are in that type of category where Virat Kohli, Babar Azam, Kane Williamson is compared with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Now let's come to number four, Rahul Iyer. When Ben Stokes is out of the playing 11, this is very debatable whether Harry Brook is going to uh, should play, or you can say that yes, Josh Butler to come at number four, Dion Livingston up of the order. Means suddenly you shuffle the order and one all rounder will come into the play. Means Sam Curran. What we are talking in Bhavesh video also. So there was different opinion, but according to match situation, Rahul, do you think that Harry Brook will give you that type of impact? Playing in a bilateral series is different, and playing in World Cup pressure is another different thing. So, and Harry Brook is playing first time also in India. So that is also the big thing. So Rahul, what do you think about this? Who
So
should play?
yeah, if Harry Brook plays, number four is his only option in my opinion. I think you can't give him a spot anywhere else. Given the team composition, it's hard to give him a spot anywhere else. But I'm not very sure about his inclusion in the playing 11 given his experience. If you have to play him, it better to do it in this match, in tomorrow's match, than later on in the tournament. You don't want to give somebody, mm, a new player, their first World Cup match when it becomes a very crunch situation. You don't want them in those kind of situations. But if you look at the innings he has played, except for an 80 off 75 against South Africa earlier this year, he hasn't played any good innings
Yeah,
anywhere. He was very underwhelming in the series against New Zealand. He scored only 37 runs from 3 innings. So it's I feel I don't really feel too good about including him in the playing 11. I advocated on Bhavesh's channel that maybe England do some out of the box thinking, like just like New Zealand is going to do with the Mark Chapman most likely. Promote Moeen Ali to number four. Do some out of the box thinking and promote Moeen Ali to number four, and you can have Sam Curran and or Livingston, perhaps even both of them. You can have Liam Livingston at number six and Sam Curran at number seven, or if you don't want Sam Curran, if you want to include and you want to include both Mark Wood and Reece Topley, then you can have Chris Wokes at number seven. You can have David Willey at number eight, and then Mark Wood, Reece Topley, Adil Rashid. You can have it, this kind of a batting order. England has many options, to be honest, without Ben Stokes.
yeah. Of course, they have good options, and this is an interesting thing. Uh, that we have to see that in place of ban strokes, what they want to do according to conditions might be whether it is red soil, whether it is black soil. That will also depend upon your condition. But Rahul, it is confirmed that Adil Rashid, especially or everyone is talking about Adil Rashid, that his stats is not that great. He is a good leg spinner for England, but when it comes to Asian conditions, he is not that great. He has good dismissal. He has picking the good wickets of Virat Kohli. I think Virat Kohli always remember this bowler. But Rahul, can we expect that in this World Cup the stats will be great for Adil Rashid because he's leg spinner. Leg
I
spinners
I do not
definitely
know
have impact.
about whether his stats will be great or not, but he has a better chance because most of the time when you play in India outside the World Cup, you're mostly playing a bilateral series where you're facing only India,
Yeah,
in particular, and Indians play spin well. So sometimes spin bowlers who come to India can have bad stats. Their stats can get damaged. But this is a World Cup. India won't be the only opponent they play. He'll get to play many other opponents in the tournament, who against whom he will have the opportunity to take wickets. Another thing we have to really take into consideration is that Adil Rashid, in the he only played one ODI series against India, and all the matches were in Pune on very batting friendly wickets. That's something the stats will not tell you. Adil Rashid's figures overall in India read as 3 for 262 in 34 overs.
yeah,
Yes, it's not remarkable. Average is 87.33. Strike rate is 68. Economy rate 7.71. Yeah, I understand these numbers don't look very good at all, but England was playing on batting friendly wickets. They were not playing on spin friendly wickets during that series. So that has to be taken into context. In the World Cup, you will get a variety of opponents. You'll also get a variety of pitches. So Adil Rashid has a better chance of doing well in this scenario.
yeah, of course. Okay, now let's come to comparison of both the spinners. Rahul, when we talk about East Sodi is pretty confident in Asian conditions. If we talk about in Bangladesh, he picked 6 wickets. So that is also a big thing when you are picking 6 wickets and coming to play World Cup. So Adil Rashid versus East Sodi, Rahul Ayer, your prediction? Who is going to pick more wickets tomorrow? According to you, current form is with Isodi.
I would, going by form and even by overall record in India, I would go with Ish Sodhi. But if we were to go by World Cup record, Ish Sodhi has very little experience. Adil Rashid has more experience in the World Cup. However, Adil Rashid, his figures in World Cup don't look very good either as well. Mm, he's taken 11 wickets for 526 runs from 92 overs in the World Cup play. Average average is 47, strike rate 50, economy rate 5.72. So even his World Cup stats are not looking very great. So Ish Sodhi hasn't bowled in World Cup too often, but if I were to go with his record outside of that, I might give Ish Sodhi the edge, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay. Glenn Phillips versus Liam Livingston both have same type of role for their teams. If we talk about Liam Livingston, he has also same type of role that you have to just go in death overs. You have to go and play as an aggressor, and you are the sixth bowling option for both the teams simultaneously. So, which player is giving more impact tomorrow, Livingston or Glenn Phillips?
That's a very good question. I have a feeling it is going to be Liam Livingstone. If I just go by recent form, Livingston has done a little more of note than Glenn Phillips has done. So I would go with him. And Livingston has also gotten wickets with the ball against New Zealand itself. He scored a 52 of 40, 95 of 78 against New Zealand. He's taken 3 for 16 in one match against New Zealand. So
Yeah.
I think that's a very easy pick. It's going to be Liam Livingston. We have to first of all see if Glenn Phillips even figures in the playing 11. That itself is a big question mark, in my opinion.
Yeah. Another is Santner versus Moeen Ali. This is also almost like to like.
Almost like to like. I have a feeling it's going to be Moeen Ali. Both of them similar in terms of bowling. Maybe Santner slightly better in bowling, but Moeen Ali is ahead when it comes to the batting department. So I would go with Moeen Ali.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay, so Bhavesh is with us, so let's have some prediction from him also. Uh, yeah, welcome Bhavesh
Hello,
after
hello.
so
Sorry,
many
yaar.
days. Yeah, welcome
Yeah, I
Bhavesh
was there
after
on a
so
Twitter
many days
space.
in KFC.
I,
Yeah,
yeah, I was there on a Twitter space. You haven't given me a call, and I haven't seen the WhatsApp so from last 1 hour. So that's why I'm not able to come at time. For sorry for that. You have to call me before the space, before the live.
yeah, okay. Yeah, of course. So, Bhavesh, already in your channel, we have a good talk about playing 11. So, I will not ask about that. I will just ask about the battle of the two. Who is your favorite? Means you are thinking that he will score more runs. So, let's start. First of all, Adil Rashid versus Is Sodi. Who is going to pick more wickets tomorrow?
Look, what I like about Ish Sodi, he's tall, he's lanky, and his delivery is from the greater height. So he get extra bit of bounce. So he will get definitely more bounce than Adil Rashid. So he might be very handy for me. So my choice among these two is Ish Sodi, and I think he will pick at least 2 wickets in tomorrow's match if we play.
Okay. Okay, another is Reese Topley versus Trent Bolt. Both are left-handers. I think both are giving overs in first 10 overs, first power play overs. So who will be more effective tomorrow, Bolt or Topley?
I believe it's going to be Trent Bolt. I'm going based on experience, solely based on experience. I
True,
would choose
true,
Trent
true.
Bolt, and Bolt is also in brilliant form. He bowled very well
Yeah.
against England in the recent
Hmm.
series, and he could make Johnny Bairstow his
Hmm.
bunny. Seriously, he could get
Yeah,
Johnny Bairstow out very
Yes, yes,
quickly.
he can.
same, same Bhavesh.
And the way he took the wicket, and the way he took, and the way he took the wicket of Visa Hendricks in the practice match. The ball is just unbelievable, and the degree of swing which he got is really commendable. So yeah, I will pick Trent Bolt, and with due respect to the potential of Reece Topley, I think Trent Bolt is a bigger bowler.
Yeah. Okay, so both captains are wicket keepers. Also, Tom Latham versus Josh Butler. Who is the more effective? Tom Latham
Mm,
versus Josh Butler.
Look,
Both are wicket keepers.
Tom Latham is more of kind of a stead-better type of batsman. His responsibility is to play long, and Josh Butler is more a flamboyant kind of batsman. So for my safe pick, I will go with Tom Latham because his duty is to play with a straight bat in the V, and he have the more chances to score long runs.
Yeah. Okay, Bhavesh, one more question about England playing 11. When we talk about the opening combination of this England team, originally they have Jason Roy and Johnny Bairstow. Excellent combination, aggressive mindset, but suddenly David Malan is in a picture. Do you think, Bhavesh, for Johnny Bairstow, it is little bit difficult for him? Means David Malan is not that type of aggressive batsman. He needs sometimes maybe 5 6 balls to settle down and then play good shots. But Johnny Bairstow is different. So how you see the challenge of Johnny Bairstow with David Malan in opening combination?
Look, Johnny Bairstow is not a teenager or not a new player. His age is 34, and he has a tremendous amount of international experience. So I don't think that the batting style of David Milan will affect him too much. So this is a misconception that David Malan is a flowish kind of player. If you look at his strike rate in the T20s as well as in pure cricket, it will always remain good. So he's in a very good batting form also. So I think it doesn't affect much because at the last of the day it is a 50 over match, 300 ball per side match. It is not 20 over side match. So I don't think that the strike rate of one batsman will affect the batting style of other batsmen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so straight prediction New Zealand versus England. Who is going to win tomorrow game? On seeing the playing 11, all the balance and everything. Bhavesh.
Look, I always wanted to be the side of an underdog, so I will go with New Zealand. And the other thing is that they are Sharif Angrez, and I like this team. They are Sharif Angrez, and they are very innocent. And England and Australia, they are Badmash Gore. They are Badmash Gore. So I will go. So I will go with innocent Sharif Black Cap.
Black caps. Okay, Rahul, your prediction New Zealand
I
versus England.
I think England. It's going to be England. I think they're on a pitch that's likely to be mostly batting friendly. England has more batting firepower than New Zealand, so for that reason alone, I would choose England.
I think for me, I'm going with New Zealand uh, because already England is without Ben Stokes. They will definitely miss Ben Stokes because Ben Stokes is something special, gives you in batting. I don't see Harry Brook performing tomorrow, but let's see how he will perform. So England is going to lose this match. Same with Bhavish. I'm going with Bhavish. New Zealand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, apart from World Cup, let's go to Asian Games. Also, we have finally got the semi-finalists along with India and Pakistan. So Rahul, I followed both the matches also by scorecard. Rahul, I will say to this Sri Lankan team, back to back 2 days, they gifted two matches and same opponent. They gifted to Afghanistan team in practice match and same in Asian Games also. They gifted their match to Afghanistan.
Well, the one that they gifted to Afghanistan in the Asian Games, this one is a little bit more consequence. They've lost in the quarterfinal. They're out of the tournament now. So yeah, it's shocking because the target was only 117 to win.
Yeah.
117. Everyone knows on any kind of wicket that you play on, 117 is not a challenging score, which you cannot chase. And Sri Lanka messed it up, to be frank. So they have only themselves to blame, to be honest.
Even Rahul, when I see the score that you have to score only 117, and I see the situation 84 for 8, man, I thinking what Sri Lanka is doing now, because now it is a game of singles. They have to make 23 balls, 24 runs. But Rahul, I don't know what happens to the Sri Lankan team. Suddenly they got out.
Yeah,
That
absolutely. So, Lasit Cruzpule seemed in a hurry to finish it. If you look at 16 off 12 with two fours and a six, he looked seemed to be in a hurry to finish it, and he got out in a hurry quickly
That is
as well.
yeah, that is why to watch the match live is more important. So I have watched the matches live on the surface. So what happened? The dimensions are very small. There are only 45, 50 yard of boundary. To overcome this, what they do, they make a graveyard kind of surface, which turn 4 yards. Spin is there, very big turn. Even the likes of Ruturaj Gaikwad, the likes of Shivam Dubey struggle to hit on this kind of surface. If you look in the India's match, only Yashasvi Jaiswal and Rinku Singh able to play good strokes from the Indian side. Otherwise, all other batsmen they struggle. And look at the Pakistan; they are at 73 for six at one stage in their league match against Hong Kong. So this is the kind
It
of
was
surface
a
which is not.
quarterfinal. Yeah,
This is
yeah.
yeah. This is not the type of surface where 116 is a very good score. At this surface, 160 is like 170 of any other good surface of India. This is a very tough surface to score on. If you can see the other match also, the Bangladesh struggle against Malaysia. Bangladesh only able to score 116 runs, and Malaysia
yeah.
score 114, and they just lost by 2 runs Malaysian side. So by looking at the scorecard, you can easily understand that this is not a flat surface. This is not a very batting friendly surface. Here, it is very difficult to score runs on this kind of sluggish, this type of rank turner. It is just like the fifth day surface of the Lucknow or Chennai.
Yeah, but the
Yes.
difficulty is same for both the teams. Actually, point is that I guess Sri Lanka can win it.
So that's
I
why
think
even
the
Afghanistan, that's why even Afghanistan go with their international stars like Noor Jadran and Shahidullah and the like of Mohammad Shehzad, who's a very experienced player. Sorry, not Naveen, Farid Malik. This type of international experience they have, still they are only able to score 116 runs. On the other side, Sri Lanka choose to go with their young side, comparatively lacks experienced player. In this match, obviously, Afghanistan is the favorite to win this match.
Yeah, definitely. And Sri Lanka, they showed their inexperience in these big tournaments because if you look at Sri Lanka's, like Bhavesh correctly pointed out, Sri Lanka's team is full of players who are LPL products. They played in the
yeah,
Lanka Premier League, while Afghanistan, they had chose some international players to play in their team. Yeah, we understand that the main international players have gone to the World Cup in India, but there are still some international players who have played international cricket and are not selected for that World Cup.
yes,
And Afghanistan chose those players, but Sri Lanka did not do that. They went with a what to say LPL specialist team.
yeah. Same case with the
They
Pakistan
can
also.
easily, they can, they can easily send like the guys like Prabhat Jayasuriya or Ramesh Mandis. They are good spinners, and this type of surface will definitely going to help them. So why they don't choose Prabhat Jayasuriya and Ramesh Mandis? I'm not able to understand this thing.
Yes, absolutely. They could even chosen Lasit Embuldenia as well. Before
Yeah,
Prabhat Jayasuriya came, we cannot forget there was Lasit Embuldenia. Because of the name Lasit, he people paid attention to him at one point.
And if we talk about batsmen, they can send the guys like Dickwala as captain because it is a very
Dikwela.
experienced player. So I don't know on what basis they choose the side. This is a very inexperienced, and this is very young side of Sri Lanka where many of player might you might don't know them.
Mm.
Yeah,
I know some of them. I mean, many of them played in the Lanka Premier League, and it seems like this squad has been chosen by looking at the Lanka Premier League form, like players like Shevan Daniel, Lasit Kruspule, Nuwanidu Fernando, Sahan Arachige. Ashan Bandara. These guys all played in Lanka Premier League.
Yeah, well, when we talk about this Bangladesh team, they are coming with Afif Hussain, another experienced player who have played for Bangladesh in the international cricket, taking to three
Zakir,
wickets. So yeah,
Zakir Hussain, Afif Hussain, this type of good
Mahmoud Al
player are there.
Hassan, Joy.
Zakir Hussain, Joy, Mahmood Asal Joy, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, who else? Yeah, others are all relatively
Few, few,
inexperienced.
bowlers,
But
few bowlers are also experienced.
true, I think this is one thing the
But
on another subject. This is
but
one thing the ICC has to look into, because if you see this Asian Games cricket and the World Cup are clashing, ICC should somehow schedule
look,
the ICC
no,
tournaments in a
no,
way that
Rahul, nothing to do with the ICC because Asian Games is a totally different scenario and they are included first time. So ICC doesn't have to do anything with this Asian Games. This is controlled by the Games Council. So it's
yes,
your choice.
yes.
You wanted to
What
send
I'm
your
saying is,
it's
what I'm
it's
saying is,
your it's your choice what kind of team you want to send. You want a gold medal or not? It's totally depend upon us. They're not forced you to
yeah,
send their your
yes.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, ICC, yeah, they don't have control over the Asian Games schedule. They don't have control over that. I agree. What I'm saying is, ICC should schedule like the Seoul cricket events, like the bilateral series, the ICC events like the Cricket World Cup. Those kind of events should be scheduled in a way that it doesn't clash with the Asian Games, so that teams can select their best team for the Asian Games. They have a possibility, because this World Cup clashed with the Asian Games. That's why teams didn't have the option of sending their best team to the Asian Games, because obviously, if a World Cup and Asian Games clash, teams will prioritize the World Cup. They're not going to prioritize Asian Games.
If there is no World Cup, still the senior haven't go to sports village because what you know, I want to share one thing that they have to live in a small sports village along with other athletes.
yeah.
Sometimes they have to share the rooms with other players and our cricketers and other cricketers of the other part of the Asian countries. They are stars and they're not able to live in this way in the sports village. So I don't think that if World Cup is there, the guys like Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma, they go to Asian Games to play for India. I don't think so. And same in the case of Pakistan, stars like Shaheen or Babar or Sri Lankan stars like Dasun Shanaka or Kusal Mendis. I don't think they go and they will live in the sports village along with other athletes.
In fact, I think India is quite favorite to pick a gold medal. There is no doubt,
Sometime,
and they will.
sometime in sometime in one small village, 4 or 5 players they live together, and they also include some other game sports player also in the sports village.
Yeah, our players are luxury also. That is also a problem.
Well, our players are very spoiled. That is one thing that needs to be said.
Yeah, okay. But Rahul, I think this is a very easy game for Team India, India versus Bangladesh, because there's not such experience, and
No,
yes, we
no,
can
what
see.
I'm what I'm telling you, nothing is easy on these Chinese surfaces because I have seen the game between Bangladesh and Malaysia. Bangladesh spinners are also very good and they are very strong. They can control the proceedings by their spin tricks. Even the
But I
like of
think
Nepal
intent
score one.
of Jaiswal is great.
Even the likes of Nepal score 179 run on this sluggish surface. On this sluggish surface, they score 179. It clearly suggests that
Yes,
our bowling is very weak.
yes, literally. Yeah, let's see. And another semi-final is Pakistan versus Afghanistan. I don't know how Pakistan will win it. Uh, very difficult for
No, no,
Pakistan again.
Pakistan is very senior team. They have the likes of Khuzdil Shah, the likes of Asif Ali, even the likes of Usman Qadir, Shah Nawaz Thani. They have the full international experience. So I think that they will overcome the challenge thrown by the Afghanistan team.
But I don't think where was Dhani in that match. No Dhani, no Hasnain, no Usman Qadir. I don't know.
They think that it is they think that it is a easy match. That's why they're giving their international star a break.
Okay, yeah, might be. Okay, so Bhavesh, actually, I missed the chat from your channel also, but now let's talk about that. Of course, Bhavesh, your one of the favorite innings of Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, there are actually so many innings, but the first inning which create the impact of his on my mind is chasing very small target against the Nepal side when the under 19 World Cup was there, and the way Ishan Kishan and Rishabh Pant they finished the game in 9 overs by scoring 100 plus runs in 9 overs. That is my first memory of Rishabh Pant, and at that time I understand this player is a very special player and he will do something amazing in the near future. So that inning, it created the first impact of Rishabh Pant on my mind.
Yeah, okay. One question, Bhavesh, on seeing the whole career of this Rishabh Pant in Test, ODI, T20, what is your view? Means this player, can this player continue in all the three formats, or this player can play only ODI and Test in his entire career after injury? What do you think? He can be a three format player, or only two format he should play, ODI and Test.
What I'm saying by looking at his stats, obviously he has the very poor stats in T20 cricket, and he have the average stats in the ODI cricket. But I don't think that he will best suited for T20 cricket. The way he approach game, he wanted to hit on very first ball, and sometimes he's not able to successful. And that's why I think that he is very good with the Test match cricket and ODI because the way his accident is there, it is very demanding that he should take care of his body from now onward if he wanted to prolong his career. And I just want that he choose the best format that is Test cricket for him, so that we can see Rishabh Pant up to the age of 35, 36. Because by this type of accidents and surgery, it is very challenging and demanding on the body. I don't want to exhaust him by making him the part of all the three formats.
So at least two format or single?
KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan, they are doing very good job. Ishan Kishan doing good in T20 cricket. KL Rahul doing quite good in the 50-over cricket. I think that three different formats, three different keeper is a good thing for Indian cricket.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Rahul, Rahul Ayyar, interesting thought that when KL Rahul is there, you can put Rishabh Pant out of ODI circuit. But after KL Rahul, can you think that yes, you can consider Pant, or Pant should play in Test cricket only?
I think Rishabh Pant still has something to offer in ODI cricket. He's an aggressive player, a left-handed batsman as well. So I don't think he can be ignored too easily in ODI cricket. And then for T20 cricket, I think Pant needs to first of all maybe go back, play some domestic tournament, be it the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy or the Vijay Hazare Trophy,
Yeah.
and try to prove himself, and then or maybe prove himself in the IPL itself. He can't play Syed Mushtaq Ali, then try to prove himself in the IPL. That he can play T20, he can still play T20 if he has maybe one or two good IPL seasons. Then he can be in the reckoning for T20 as well. But he will need a little bit of luck over
Yeah.
there to come in T20. He has to hope that maybe some other players are out of form or something, and the team needs him. He will have to hope.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, guys, that was a great discussion, and today is the first day. So, from today, for us, that World Cup is started already. So, let's see and just enjoy the match. And I think Bhavesh, you also know where we have to enjoy the match. Where is match going to telecast?
Yes,
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 and it is Hotstar, free of cost.
it is Hotstar, and yeah, and it is also available on Network 18 as well as on DD Network. So there are some internet browsing links also, so we will share with our viewers in our description box those browsing links. Okay.
And good thing is also that for Hotstar, you don't need to think about data. Data saver mode is also there with Hotstar to watch the
Yes,
game.
yes.
Each
And nowadays, generally offices, homes carry Wi-Fi and Geo fiber is there. They provide good facility of internet. Nowadays, nobody thinking about their 2 GB data.
yeah,
The data is unlimited due to this
but there are
Geo fiber
some cricket
facility.
fans is there.
Yeah, yeah,
Some
yeah.
yeah
One is special technology which is just introduced by the Hotstar is that they introduce a large view, so we can
yeah
see the enlarged view of any batsman or any particular thing by putting that mode. So this is a new thing introduced by the Hotstar, enlarged view.
yeah. Of course, this World Cup is last for Hotstar also because after that, Geo Cinema is going to tackle for upcoming 4 years.
So they wanted to make the most of it, and I think that they will put some good revenues from this World Cup.
Yes, yes, of course. So let's enjoy, guys, and I
Yes.
hope a good high
Yes,
scoring
yes,
game should be there. That not be bowler
yes,
dominant. If
yes.
bowler will dominate, it will be one sided game.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Bhavesh, for your time.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rahul. I hope we
Yes.
will
Thank you,
come
Kunal.
every day and have a
Thank
good
you. Thank you.
discussion of each and every game.
Yeah, yeah, for
And
sure. This cricketing season we'll try to join. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, and
absolutely.
we will cover Asian games plus World Cup both.
Yes,
yeah, yeah, for
absolutely.
sure. No problem. No
Yeah.
problem.
Okay. So, guys, thank you very much. Good
Thank
night.
you.
Yeah,
Goodbye, and
Good night.
guys,
yeah. Thank you.
subscribe
Good night.
KFCS.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Good night. Good night. Thank you,
Oh,
brother.
wait, 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 wait.
Thank you.
Oh, Abhinav is
Thank
coming,
you.
Rahul. Finally.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. इस what is saying? रुक जाओ देर हो गई आने में जाना पड़ा था. Okay, okay. So
Okay.
Abhinav, tell
Guys,
me
I'm leaving.
your
Okay. Good
reason.
night.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you.
most nalla. Oh,
How Abhinav? Tell me. Means how you comment most Nalla World Cup? Why? Tell me your
uh,
reason.
to be frank, I'll pretend like he said this in Tamil because actually, in Tamil, nalla means good. So I know
Yeah.
in Hindi it means bad, but in Tamil it means good. So I will pretend like he said this in Tamil and say, yes, I agree.
He's saying भावेश रोहित हेटर को बुला लिया झूठ बोल रहे थे मुझसे come on यार भावेश can come anytime he's always yeah I am here Abhinav you can ask any question if you want to ask but I think you will be interested in India versus Australia I guess I don't think you are interested in New Zealand versus England I guess. Okay, he's saying no excitement and energy for this World Cup in Indian crowd. Why? I
Why?
think Indians are excited. Uh, they want World Cup this year.
Yeah, yeah. This is. I think I've said this before. This is India's best chance to lift an ICC tournament, break the 10-year jinx, the 10-year drought. We won't get a better chance than this, to be honest. There is another. I mean, in the future, there is 2026 T20 World Cup in India. There's 29 Champions Trophy. Then 2031 again, India is hosting alongside Bangladesh. 2026 T20 World Cup, India is hosting along with Sri Lanka. But there's no guarantee we will be in a good position to win those. Uh, we don't know what the situation will be then. So this is India's best chance to
Yeah,
win an ICC tournament and break the drought. If we don't do it in this tournament, we'd have to wait much longer to see India win an ICC trophy, and we don't want that.
yeah. Meanwhile, Rishabh Pant has celebrated his birthday in NCA with Akshar Patel and Prithvi Shaw. Yeah. Uh, he's saying that India will finish at number 5. I don't think India win or not. it doesn't matter. But India is a top four team currently still.
We will definitely make the semi final, in my opinion. I don't have any doubt about that. From there, will we win the title or not? That is the question. Whether we will win from the semis onwards, will India win the title? That is the only question we have to answer. In fact, we cannot answer. The team will have to answer that question on the field. They will have to perform in a big match. That has been India's downfall since the last time India won an ICC tournament. We've not been able to win knockout matches, and that's costing us the trophy. If you look at, in fact, since the last time India won an ICC trophy, we've only missed the semi final once. Only once. A very interesting stat. We've only finished below the semi final once. And look at what all we have lost since then. 2014 T20 World Cup, we lost in the final. 2015 50 over World Cup, we lost in the semi final. 2016 T20 World Cup, lost in the semi final. 2017 Champions Trophy, lost in the final. 2019 50 over World Cup, again lost in the semi final. Then came 2021, the World Test Championship final. The first 2019 to 21 was the first cycle of the World Test Championship. India reached the final in 2021, but lost the final to New Zealand. That same year, there was a T20 World Cup. That time, India didn't make the semi final. Even we lost in the group stages. Humiliating 10-wicket defeat against Pakistan, and humiliating defeat against New Zealand also by 8 wickets. Absolutely, what to say, forgettable for an Indian fan. Virat Kohli's last tournament as a captain, unfortunately, couldn't bring India a trophy. Bad luck. 2022 T20 World Cup, lost in the semi final. This year, World Test Championship final was there. India was part of the final after doing finishing the top two for the 2021-2023 cycle. India lost in the final. So if you look at all these defeats, it's either, except for that one 2021 T20 World Cup, every defeat has been semis or final. So it's a question of performing in the big matches. Frankly speaking, India has been winning bilateral series left, right, and center um, over the last 5 or 6 years. We won bilaterals left, right, and center. We're bilateral kings, but we're not able to show the same performance in knockout stages. So we've been a South Africa of sorts, to be frank. Uh,
Yeah,
we've uh, we've become a South Africa of sorts over these last 10 years.
yeah, okay. So he's asking that early prediction for semi-finalist. Of course, Abhinav, I'm going with India, England, Australia, and no, India, Australia, England or New Zealand, England slash New Zealand, or Pakistan slash South Africa. This is my prediction.
Well, that's a very long prediction. Mine is straightforward. I'm going to say India, Pakistan, Australia, and England. In no particular order. I'm sticking to my guns on this one. I think Pakistan will definitely be a semi-final contender in subcontinent conditions. Maybe if this World Cup was in England, I might have said New Zealand. If it was in England, Australia, New Zealand, or South Africa, if it was in Sena countries, I might have chosen New Zealand over Pakistan. If it was in South Africa, I might have even said South Africa could finish ahead of Pakistan.
Yeah. Okay. So he's saying that last World Cup for which players? Of course, Ben Stokes, Rohit Sharma, R. Ashwin. Uh, Another player is there, Shakib Al Hasan. These players have last World Cup.
Well, hopefully it is the last World Cup for Ashwin. Imagine Ashwin being in 2027 World Cup. I don't see it
I
happening.
don't
But
think. I don't think in
I
41
even
years.
would add Virat Kohli to the list. I think it
No,
could be the last World
Virat
Cup
will
of.
play. 40 years of
It's
age.
going to be very.
Fitness.
To be frank, yeah, he has fitness, no doubt. But will form be there in 2027? That is a big doubt. Virat Kohli will be he'll be 38 or 39 years old in when South Africa hosts the World Cup in 2027. 38 probably, if South Africa is hosting it at the beginning of the year, assuming they're hosting it at that time, Virat Kohli will be 38 years old. So, what are the chances that Kohli will have a good World Cup at that age? Sachin Tendulkar had a good World Cup at that age in 2011, but Virat Kohli really isn't a Sachin Tendulkar, in my opinion. Uh, Tendulkar, he scored a century almost every year of his career. Virat Kohli, he went out of form after turning 30 years old. In his 30s, itself he went out of form for 3 years. Did 3 years with no century. Virat Kohli. So, what are the chances that Virat Kohli will find better form or he will improve with age? Do we Is that going to happen? I Most likely not, in my opinion. Most likely not. I don't see
Yeah,
that happening. MS Dhoni, we saw he was in decline after 2015 World Cup, and in 2019 he was past his prime. To be frank, and he didn't have a great World Cup either. So, what are the chances? And it's only normal at 38 years old. What are the chances that a player will have a good World Cup and they will still be as good as their first, second, or third World Cups? Very unlikely.
yeah, of course. Okay, so he's saying his last World Cup. Abhinav, I think now it's time to know about your promise. You have promised from Rahul and me that you are going to share the screen. So tell me that match, at what match you are going to share the screen, whether it is India versus Pakistan or any other match. Tell me. Okay, he's saying that no Samson. Do you feel it? Yeah, we will feel it definitely because I have not a blind trust on KL Rahul that he will perform in each and every game. That is also a thing. Uh, he's saying that five teams. Do you think that have no chance in semi-final? Of course, there is Netherlands, Afghanistan. Uh, in some stages, you can say Sri Lanka, Bangladesh also, and one team maybe Pakistan. Maybe.
I wouldn't say Pakistan doesn't have a chance. That I wouldn't say. I think only three teams, to be frank, don't have a chance. That would be
See the comment.
Afghanistan,
What he's saying.
Bangladesh, Netherlands. I even think Sri Lanka is in with a chance. I'm even going to give Sri Lanka a chance. New Zealand and South Africa have got a chance.
Yeah. Okay, so he's saying that promises are to be for broken. So Abhinav is not going to share the screen. Okay, no issues. Okay. He's saying what about Asian Games? Yes, India is going to win silver or gold, any one of them, but most probably it is gold medal. No doubt.
I think India will win the gold medal in the Asian Games. I don't have much doubt over that.
Yeah. Yes, Abhinav, you are right. India has performed better in Asian Games in compared to previous year. Previous year they have only 70 medals. This year they have 81 and many more to come. Might be we will be around 90. Might be. What is saying? I will not share screen. I have fear of camera. Yeah, everyone has fear of camera, but one day you have to come in open space. I can't face live camera. It's okay. Yaar. It's okay. No issues. You if you will come every day and just ask question, that is okay for me. So thank you, Rahul, and let's hope we will enjoy each and every day, and we will have a good discussion. Enjoy the match, England versus New Zealand.
All right.
Yeah. Till then, thank you very much. Thank you, Abhinav. Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you.
So
Good night.
yeah, good night.